go. Apologies for some of the lag there. We are using a slightly different server setup for tonight. The Kunos servers are down, unfortunately, and we are running a LAN server, and it just seems to be coming through with a bit of different lag at times, as we have got the green light. So we've got a camera at turn 1 here ready to go for you, Nick. Pretty sure they can, mate. Just very clean turn one then.
So filter down now. So the McLaren. As Gallows is going to go to work now. He had a good, I think it was him and Hobbs last week, or him and Houlihan had an early scrap at the beginning of the race at the Nürburgring. So
I think I've just sorted out the audio then, so hopefully that is coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Check that for us.
Yeah, I'm getting some feedback that it's not. So
Crack on.
I can't hear anything. Yeah. It seems like it's all fixed now. I'm getting the feedback. Yeah. I think it's all fixed. I've got the signal there. So all right, cool. To it. This is Gallo that we're watching, chasing down Hobbs. The laps around, just trying to have a look at them. So Mitch Hobbs. Yep, go for it.
Have a quick look at the replay of that one. Let's see what we can catch him here. It's a very slow spin for him then.
Yeah,
slow motion as well. So,
right. So here we'll get going again. Still at the where are we looking now? This is him. So as he gets himself back underway, the battle still rages between Gallo and Hobbs right now. Yeah, so that's for P4, P5. Cubano's already set the fastest lap of the race. Track temperature as well, 40 degrees. Air temperature is 33 degrees, sitting at optimum. So that last time around, Hobbs a 150.730, Bruno Gallo a 150.720. So nothing separating him at the moment. Race caps up there. All right. So as they make their way through the chicane one more time, see just in the back there, I think that was Frost starting to make up a little bit of ground there on the Lamborghini belonging to James Pierre Reid, Jim's racing Lamborghini. But it's all yeah, they look like they're the two closest cars out on the circuit. So this is going to be Mercedes versus Lamborghini. Lamborghini's gone quite well around here so far. That's down there in P6 and P7. Matt Frost is actually P6 in the championship right now on 392 points. James Pierre Reid just sitting outside of the top 10 right now. This will be interesting to see where the Mercedes is a little bit stronger than the Lamborghini. Get a little bit of lag there in the server. Apologies. Yep.
So left-hand side's from Frost. The right-hand side is looking rearward from the back of Reid's car. I think Frost is close enough to make a move here.
Not quite close enough now, but maybe just wants to bide his time. Plenty of racing left to do. We've only gone 10 minutes. It's Andy O'Hara leading from Alexis Clepano, Sean Madison, Mitch Hobbs, Bruno Gallo, James Pierre Reid, Matt Frost, Anthony Cesana, Croethios, and Daniel Hemi Bateman. That's a top 10 right now. Obviously going to be championship implications resting on the result of this one, but we've got a long way to go before that's decided, as I think Daniel Hemi Bateman manages to get past Phil Croethios as we're looking at this battle here. That's down there in P9 and P10. So nice work there from Daniel Hemi Bateman. He's 9th in the championship right now in the overall. So that'll do his championship aspirations the world of good. So it looks like James Pierre Reid just manages. Yeah, it looks like he's just managing to keep Frost at bay right now. Get a little bit of lag there. Apologies for the quality.
So we've just, so it's very unfortunate for that bit of lag. We're trying something different. So we're actually catch capturing Frost, just making a move around the outside of Reid to turn one.
Yeah, there we go. So James Pierre-Reid will have the advantage of the inside line on the Curva Grande, but can Frost outbrake him here? No, he can't. He's going to tuck into just under the rear wing of the Lamborghini. So this little scrap is certainly heating up right now. He runs a little bit wide out of there onto the dirt, but that's nothing to upset the car at all. So the big 666 Merc going to chase down the Lambo in front of him. These two, I'm sure, will be enjoying this as we just get a glimpse of Gallo and Hobbs. Those two fighting out for P4 and P5 right now. And they're chasing the top three of Ahara, Clapano and Madison as it sits. But we're having a look at the battle now between Fost and Pierre-Reid. Might just check out their last lap times. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Pierre-Reid did a 50.46. Matt Frost did a 50.29. So lapping very, very similar times right now. Here we go. He had a nice run out of the Parabolica. He's going to get a nice little tow here. Can he haul that big Merc past the Lamborghini? They're going to go side by side. This is good, hard racing between these two. James Pierre-Reid's going to have the advantage into the first part of the chicane, and he keeps it into the second. So he's able to just hold him off. I think that was Hemi Bateman and Kraithios as well. Might have been making a move back there. But the battle rages on. Looks like there might have been a little bit of contact as well between Kraithios and Hemi Bateman. But in the meantime, though, Frost is going to continue to hassle him through the Della Roja. So almost identical lap times on the last trip around. These two very, very evenly matched right now in the early stages. We've gone 15 minutes so far into our 2-hour round 10, the Enduro to cap off season 2.
Just working on trying to get some of the game audio out now, so apologies for that drama as we're trying to get this sorted.
Yeah.
Just with this new server setup, it's just been a bit of drama. It's unfortunate with that amount of lag, which I have not experienced before at all in any of these.
So Frost and Pierre-Reid still a little bit further behind them. Hemi Bateman and Kraithios, they're going at it. Audi versus BMW.
Green light, go, go, go.
Keep an eye on that as well. But a quick little review of the leaderboard. It is Andy O'Hara, Clapano, Madison, Hobbs, and Gallo, the top 5.
Frost just got in there, so
They've managed to get past. I wonder if we could get a replay of that one.
So as I've managed to enter back into the server, the current server's back up now. After all that.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah,
we're not starting it again. Yeah.
Battle
Oh, here we go. Here's Reid. Yeah, Reid's still going as well. Is it going to be his turn now to get a little bit of a toe out of the Parabolica? Tuck under the big wing of the Merc. See what he can do. He's going to go around the outside. That'll set him up nicely for the second part. Oh, looks like he's going to just get through. Oh, nice work from Pierre Reid. That was great driving between those two as well. Going into the Retophilia, that could have been at least some contact as well, but nothing of the sort there. So those two will continue to fight it out for P6 and P7.
Just ahead of them, the Gallo and Hobbs battle is raging as well. So it's only 10th in that battle as well.
Yeah, those two are super close. And they swap positions now again, Frost and Pierre Reid. So they've swapped back. Frost managed to get past there. Take that position back. So 6th and 7th swapping hands once again. While Gallo and Hobbs continue to go at it. So we've got two really nice battles brewing between four cars. All in the meantime, Andy O'Hara continues to lead this one. He's 3 seconds ahead of Alexis Clapano. Sean Madison there in P3 as well. Philippa Bakita not racing tonight. She had a family emergency to attend to, so we hope that everything's all right with her. Here we go, Hobbs and Gallo. Yeah. Yeah, go for it, Joe.
I was just saying that Frost has managed to gap Reid then, so it's a little bit of space, breathing space for him. Battles through the field as well, which we'll have a look at.
Yeah, just having a look at Hayes and Latenzio look like they're pretty close right now. Phil Croathios as well, he's the highest of the AM drivers. He is
Gallo's up the inside of him. Up the outside of him, sorry.
And Gallo's looks like he's going to get it done here. I think he is. Nice move from him through Ascari. And McLaren gets it done. Oh, what's happened to Mitch Hayes? He's gone yellow on the timing screen there.
He's just had a big moment then.
Yeah, oh, he has too, yep. In the meantime, though, Hobbs trying to get a toe from Gallo, who's doing his best to break it. Just pops out at the last moment. And Gallo able to defend. As they go through the Curva Grande. So Gallo able to hold off Hobbs right now. This is 4th and 5th on the track. We're approaching 30 minutes already. As Mitch Hayes looks like he has a little bit of an issue into turn 1 there at the end of the straight.
Just have a look at the replay for Hayes. He's just had a bit of a wild moment then.
Kept it off the wall though, so that's good.
Is that the moment in turn 1? Is that right?
Yeah, it was just he just ran deep under brakes and took out some of the styrofoam there. So no harm, no foul. So it looks like Hobbs and Gallo, they continue to go at it. They're the two closest cars on track. Having a quick little scan of the field. The only other two cars that would be closer would be Fakeney and Peter Mann down there in P15, Des Mann.
There's a few nice tight battles going back further through the field.
Getting very tight between Gallo and Hobbs as well, but we're looking at Desman down here in P15. Typing screen says he was a lot closer than what he is right now. Maybe we might switch back to that battle between Hobbs and Gallo, which is heating up right now as they go through the De La Roja. And looks like Frost and James Pierre-Reid are starting to just close in on the back of these guys as well. So perhaps just the squabbling between those two has definitely allowed Frost in on this. Might just compare lap times on the last time around. So Frost did a 50.3, Gallo did a 50.7. So, and Frost going up the inside of Hobbs. He's done it into Ascari, so nice move from Frost. He takes that position away from Hobbs, so the squabbling between Hobbs and Gallo has cost Hobbs a position. James Pierre-Reid will be doing his best to try and get onto this little train here. But Gallo's going to have that Merc to deal with very, very shortly. Hobbs has got it all to do to get that spot back. So that's 4th, 5th and 6th. Down to 7th for James Pierre-Reid as the big Merc winds up. There's Gallo trying to break the toe. These two cars would be suited to this track. Obviously high in top speed, but right in the curbs as well around here. There's a real art to it, especially through turn 2 there. You see the big sausage curve on the inside of the turn. And now Matt Frost on a bit of a charge here. Just peeks it on the outside, says I'm right here. And he's all over the back of Gallo now. Frost currently P6 in the championship. 26 points ahead of Bruno Gallo right now. Mitch Hobbs, he's in 3rd at the moment as well. So he's 11 points off P2 of Philippa Bakita, who isn't racing this evening, so good opportunity for him. And there's Pierre-Reid just in the background there too, and I think Anthony Susanna, our silver driver there in P8. But Frost will be feeling pretty good right now, clattering the curbs through Ascari as the run down to the famous Parabolica. Looks like James Pierre-Reid has got a bit of a run too, so he's able to take Hobbs. So there we go, we see it just in the background there. He's able to move his Lamborghini past the Audi of Hobbs. There it is, so job done for Pierre-Reid. Nice work from him. Opportunistic, he took it, it presented itself. Nice work. So Hobbs drops down into P7 right now.
And we've got D-Man having a go at... sorry, it's going to be Drum having a go at D-Man. So they're side by side heading down the main straight here.
Oh, this is juicy. It's the Aston Martin versus BMW. Ultra close right now. The BMW...
Oh, there's a bit of contact as well.
It's going to have... Didn't look like there was too much in it between those two, but man, able to get past. Oh no, he's gone off. He's big paint slapper there, and he's gone hard into the wall. That is not good for Drum. So it looks like he must have lit it up there. Yeah, and he slammed that BMW real hard into the wall there around the curve of Grindstone. I think that's his. I think that is his night done. He's gone straight back to the pits. So Drum's night. Looks like we've lost the first one. Almost 30 minutes into this one, so that was a big hit on the wall there. So we continue to watch Gallo. No, that's not Gallo, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I think that was Drum. Frost and Gallo, sorry, they're up there in P4 and P5 right now. Matt Frost doing his absolute best to get past Bruno Gallo. See if we can get a camera on it, because it looks like Frost will be able to do this. There it is. He's going to send it up the inside. Oh, almost makes a little bit of contact. Manages to pull it up, and he gets past. So Matt Frost on an absolute charge right now. He's having a great end to the season. This is a circuit that favours the Merc, as it does the McLaren as well. And Matt Frost has got that thing hooked up. He's in P4. Just having a look at how far away he is from P3 Sean Madison in the Honda. 16 seconds is the gap. So we might just monitor the lap times between those two. But Matt Frost on a charge right now. Just having a look at the lap times between them. So Sean Madison 1:49.7 on that last one. A 50.3. I know that was not Bruno, sorry. Frost. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can bring that up. Alright, here we go. So Matt Frost did a 50.1. Sean Madison did a 49.7. He's about to finish his lap now. He has a 49.6, so looks like we've got some technical difficulties here. We'll try and work them out. Wonder if we've lost internet connection.
It's there, but it's not great, unfortunately.
Yeah. I've got that it's paused on my end. Can you see anything, Joe?
I'm just getting buffering the whole time, so I think that's what's happening going through the stream,
right.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Alright, we'll have to wait till that finishes. Oh, okay, so it seems to be working for other people.
Fortunately, that's all I'm getting is a huge amount of lag. The cars are flying around all over the place.
Okay, so alright, I might just have to watch it from...
yeah, I just don't think the stream's going to end. Going to work from my end. It's very unfortunate.
Okay.
So,
maybe I can have a crack at streaming it from my end.
It might be the best way to go. You just need the stream key. And
Yeah, I got that.
You'll just need the one that was set up for that scheduled event. That's all.
Oh, all right. If you can send that to me then, and I'll use that.
Yeah, that's working.
Audio now. How's my audio sounding now? Any better than what it was? Alright, so I'll try and turn it up all the way. Alright, I don't think I can turn it up any louder than that. My microphone's on maximum. Alright, is that any better now?
Just need to go up a little bit higher, mate.
I can't go any higher. I'm maxed out. I'm like maxed out on everything. I can't go any higher than what I am now, right now. How does it sound?
Go with that, mate. Go with that.
Right. Hobbs having a look at James Pierre Reid. So we're getting some clout coming over as well. Pierre Reid's got the lights on. And he's leading from Mitch Hobbs. So they're P6, P7. Alright, I'll talk loud, hopefully that will work. I'll keep the microphone nice and close as well. But this little battle here is going on. What about Phil Kraathios? He's got Daniel Hemi Bateman behind him. We can see in the Audi. He runs quite deep there through the De La Roja. So that lets Phil Kraathios off the hook a little bit. So that's a nice little battle. Then down here, Peter Wall and Desman, they've both swapped positions. So Peter Wall up into 15th, Desman, he's in 16th. So he's going all right now. Maybe let's have a quick look at the position delta so we can see who's been some of the movers and shakers. There's the Aston Martin there of Desman, looking to make his way past Peter Wall, but up 4 spots. You can see there was Matt Frost. I'll get to the guys at the top. Masafo, Fakeney, Wall. Desman's up 7. Mark Hurley, he's up 5 positions. Mitch Hayes, he's dropped down 12, so no good for him. What about this man here, Matt Frost? As I mentioned, up 4 spots. And the top 3 haven't changed, so Frost doing very, very nicely at the moment. Back to those race gaps. Let's have a look at this man here, Mitch Hobbs. He continues to just chip away here against Pierre Reid. We see Bruno Gallo just flashing by in the black McLaren with the yellow accents. And Dominiak as well, and Latanzio. They're also scrapping it out there in 11th and 12th. Herbertron, yellow flag for him. How's he going? So he might have made a little bit of contact with something in the Ferrari, but Peter Wall and Desman. Looks like Wall's... Oh, it makes a bit of contact! Oh no! Have a quick look on the replay, what happened there. Up the inside and then just a little tap turns him around. So no good at all. And we're back to live pictures right now. This is Desman that we're on board with. Alright, in terms of on-track action, looks like Carlos Dominiak. He's hunting down Nando Latanzio, the man who has a new livery just about every single week. Looks like it's quite the Italian-themed version for this round, being that we are in Monza, as we see the sparks flying there from the rear of the Merc. Track's still at optimum, 33-degree air temperature. Track is 40 degrees. No wind to talk of. Cloud cover, look at it. It has sort of come over the track. It was sunnier earlier on. There's more cloud on the way. As we've got a pit stop, it's Matt Frost. So he's the first of the pack to make his stop. So we'll get back to him. Keep an eye on that. I'll make sure I get his pit time there. So he's still in there, just dropping down the order as you would expect. Still got 23 runners here as well. Matt Frost, the first driver to make their pit stop this evening in this 2-hour enduro. We continue to watch Gallo do his thing right now. I'll have a look at down in P11, Carlos Dominiak. He's chasing down Latanzio's battle that we were looking at before. Just keeping an eye on Matt Frost, still in the pits. I'll get it up as soon as he's out. And looks like he's underway. So pit stop time is 66.7 seconds. James Mack was in there as well with 50.6. So that's sort of the benchmark right now. A 66.7 is the benchmark. We'll see how the others fare in this one. Back to the action on the track. We'll get away from Matt Frost for a while. He's had a good charge. He's had a fair bit of camera action tonight as well. But this scrap here between Dominiak and Latanzio will take our attention for now. Just having a look at some of the class battles as well. The highest of the AM drivers right now is Phil Croatiots. He's currently P5 in the championship. Mark Hurley, in 14th there, and Herbertron in P19 is the other AM driver. In terms of the overall, it's this man out in front in the BMW. It's Andy O'Hara. he's just cruising along. Best lap of a 48.9. His last lap there was a 49.4, so he's just cruising along. But this man here, Alexis Clapano, sorry, my mistake, do believe is a newcomer to the league as well, and he's putting in an absolutely fine showing right now in that Lamborghini. He's got it humming, and he's currently in P2, so he's 3.9 seconds down the field. As we've got a few more drivers making their pit stops. We've got McElhenney, we've got Desman as well, so some of the pit stop action beginning to happen right now, but we'll get back to the on-track action. I'll make sure I keep up the pit stop times as well. So the best pit stop time of a 66.7. Not too sure if we can count James Max though. So we'll use Frost for now because he was one of the front runners to pit. As we're watching Dominiak and Latenzo do their thing from the rear of the Mercedes. We've seen that it has had a pretty good run around here. Didn't have a great race last round at the Nürburgring. He was one of a number of drivers who were caught out at the Michael Schumacher S's. As Dominiak now making a move in that Audi. See if he can just keep with him through the Parabolica. I don't think he can though. And that Merc is going to wind up. Very nice little buffer between him and Dominiak. Make their way down the straight. 45 minutes gone in this one. Hour and 15 remaining, and we're going to finish our season 2 of Race on Oz. Coming through there. The historical circuit as well, opened in 1922, so 100-year anniversary for Monza. Just have a look at some of those other scraps out there, but yeah, pit stops completed for Frost and McElhenney. Those other ones didn't seem to register though, I'm not too sure. Oh well, Desman, he's still in there by the looks of things, as Dominiak making a move on Latenzio there. I think John Drum, he's finally gotten out, but Desman still in there, so yeah, he might be repairing some damage. We're back to this action here. This is for P10 and 11. Nando Latenzio, the championship leader for AM, for Silver. Named after obviously Alberto Ascari, and here we go, going around the outside. Dominiak. Oh, he had him for a moment. Latenzio, as we saw on the previous lap, just a little bit better under brakes into Parabolica, and they're going to do a repeat of what they saw on the last lap. Doesn't look like that Audi can make up the time. Oh, he's got to certainly try though. Oh, Latenzio, he runs deep, goes over the sausage curb. He's got a polystyrene marker there in front of him. And he's going to continue on, so no harm, no foul. I reckon he might have just been slowing up there just to redress that a little bit, because Dominiak closed in rather rapidly. So I think that was just a little redress there from Latenzio. Oh, he almost makes contact, and he gets that back. So I reckon they're all square now. Good driving from both of these guys. Nice and courteous there from Latenzio. Redressing is always important to make sure that you're doing as well. And yeah, I reckon let's just play on from here on in. So good driving from both of those guys. They're down at P10, P11. Mitch Hobbs, though, on the other hand, look at this. He's going to go around the outside at Parabolica as well, and he gets the job done. So nice work from Mitch Hobbs. Let's have a quick look at that one again. We'll go to the helicopter cam and see this done. Nice work from Hobbs. So he retakes that position. He's back in the top 5. He's 5th overall right now. And look at him going back at it again. And can Pierre Reid fight back now? Yes, he can. Nice work. This is a ding-dong battle, as they like to say. Maybe that's an old person saying, but anyway, it's going on right now. So swapping positions in 5th and 6th. Pierre Reid doing his absolute best in that Lamborghini. Mitch Hobbs currently P3 in the championship, so he's got some bigger fish to fry right now. But his first task on the list, get past the Lamborghini belonging to James Pierre Reid. Having a scan through the rest of the field. These are the 2 closest cars out on track. Keep an eye on the other action as well. O'Hara, though, continues to lead. He's 3.9 seconds ahead of Quapano. Madison's sitting there in the Honda in 3rd. He's had some lonely races recently, Sean Madison. So here's Hobbs and Pierre Reid. Yeah, he's had some lonely races recently. Bruno Gallo, he's 24 seconds behind Madison, so even lonelier for him. And then it's these 2, JPR and Hobbs. It's Susanna Kraithios, Hemi Bateman and Latanzio rounding out the top 10. As we're not too far away from halfway in this one. We go on board with Hobbs. Doesn't look like he gets able to get a solid run out there. Nothing fast enough anyway. Tuck in there behind Reid. Probably not a track that suits the Audi, more so the Lamborghini, most definitely. But nonetheless, he's making his absolute best of it. The 2 cars closest on the circuit would be Safto and Dominiac. I might have a look at that as they come into the Redifilio chicane. No, the big Merc can't get past the little Audi right now. So it looks like, though, Haycock has managed to take a position because this man here, Mark Hurley, is in the pits. Oh, Herbertron, what happened? And the Ferrari. Down there in P20. Whereabouts is that? Let's see if we can pick up what happened. Oh, yeah, right in the curbs there. And he gives it a little bit of a whack there. That'd be interesting to see how he goes with the damage after that. We are back to live pictures now. Get back to Hobbs, though, because it looks like he is all over the back of the Ferrari once again. Belonging to James Pierre Reid. Just tucks out of the draft pretty early there. Ooh, almost looked like he was just going to try and sneakily send it down the inside. Wasn't to be. And he'll do his best to just latch on to the back of that Lamborghini that we're riding on board with right now. As we see, that was Mark Hurley just coming out of the pits, completing his stop. Oh, I've got a yellow flag for Latanzio. We'll get to that in a second. Oh no, what's happened, Nando? Our silver championship leader. Oh, that's big damage too. I just caught the last second of that. Oh dear, that's huge. I reckon he's gone into the wall of Scary. That's massive. That is huge, huge damage. So he's going to be limping it back to the pits. Alright, so he will get that done. He'll be in there for a while, I reckon. Get back to these guys, Pierre Reid and Hobbs. Gap at 1.3 seconds. Matt Frost, though, right behind Mitch Hayes. There we go. This is down there in 15th and 16th. As Latanzio, I think he's going to be in there for a fair while. Sun just peeking through again. Truck temperature is at 41 degrees. Air temperature is 33. It's optimum conditions still. Got a little bit of cloud cover there for a while. But Matt Frost wanted to just be working his way back through the field. So he pitted very, very early compared to the rest of the field. Only one of 3 drivers so far to make a stop. He was in 4th or 5th, I think, there. He did come in, so he's got a bit of work ahead of him. So this is 4th position right now with Mitch Hayes. They're watching from the rear of the McLaren. Frost significantly faster on the last lap around. Going to have his work cut out. Mitch Hayes try and keep Frost behind him. He's been on an absolute charge tonight in the 666 Mercedes. And Frost able to do that relatively easily in the end around Parabolica. And he's able to keep that momentum through there. Avoids that sausage curb on the left. And he'll continue on his merry way as Mitch Hayes decides it's probably the best time to pit. And he does so. So Matt Frost will continue to work his way back up through the field. But it's this man right here, Andy O'Hara. I believe he's a pilot or has his pilot license. He's flying right now. He's well out in front. 3.9 the seconds the gap between him and this man here. This person here, Alexis Clapano, in the Lamborghini. As I mentioned, a newcomer, but what isn't new to see positions changing for 5th and 6th. So it goes once again. We'll see if we can just catch the tail end of this one. Here it is, Pierre Reid and Hobbs. Hobbs already had the job done there, so Pierre Reid couldn't quite fight that one off. As we go back to live pictures, and here we go. There's Hobbs there, just holding his spot there. So 5th and 6th. We'll get back to the rest of it. Sean Madison there, Honda driver. Only old race for him, but these two have been providing enough action for everyone tonight. Pierre Reid up the inside of Lesmo 2. Lights on. 208 local time. Oh, he got a little bit loose there out of Ascari. Easy to do through there. So just that last part of the chicane, but manages to hold on. See if he can get a nice little toe from the Audi in front of him. Go, winding that Lamborghini up. They're going to go side by side. How good is this? And can't quite get it done. So these two will continue to battle away. Pierre Reid, no stranger to on-track battles. We've seen him in some really good scraps throughout the season. I have to say, he's probably saving his best for last in this one. I'll continue to follow follow through. Matt Frost just looming large now against Peter Wall there. Keep an eye on these two. Get to him in a moment. Here we go. Out of Parabolica. He's going to wind that big Mercedes engine up again and do that relatively easy, I reckon. Yeah, nice and simple pass. Up the front straight. Not much Peter Wall could really do for that in the 17 Audi. And he's able to get that done nice and clean, so we'll keep an eye on his progress throughout. He has pitted much earlier than the rest of the field, so he will continue his charge throughout. We'll see how it all shakes out. The drivers ahead of him as we get back to this scrap here between Pierre Reid and Mitch Hobbs. Having a look at the silver class rankings. Susanna, Henny Bateman, Dominiak. So this is going to be very interesting. So that Nando Latenzio big hit into the wall or whatever it was, whatever he made contact with, that has massive championship implications, in fact, because Daniel Hemi Bateman is in P2 in the championship, 14 points behind him. He's currently sitting P9. Nando Latenzio is currently sitting P20. That's championship implications right there. If Hemi Bateman can make it through to the end of this one, he might take P1 in the championship. Peter Wall, he was 11 points behind Hemi Bateman. So, and he was 25 behind Latenzio. So, we'll see, he could snag a P2 in the championship. But we're seeing championship implications already happening. And this man here, Andy O'Hara, he makes his stop now. Get the stopwatch on it. And here we go. We've got Clapano coming in as well. So Clapano will complete their stop. That is I think that's Carlos Dominiak. And in the meantime, Sean Madison. We haven't seen too much of Sean Madison tonight in that lovely livery Honda of his. So he's just making his way out of the Retafilio around the Curva Grande. Keep an eye on the pit stop times there for O'Hara. Bruno Gallo as well. So he came in to join them. So here he is. And Mitch Hobbs is coming in too. What about James Pierre Reid? James Pierre Reid has chosen to continue on. So at the halfway mark of this one, pit stops are all kicking off. We'll have to keep an eye on Matt Frost's progress as well. He pitted from P4. He's currently P12 right now. But Andy O'Hara, away he goes. His pit stop time was a 64.5. So nice work from him. Clapano was a 65.2. In comparison, Matt Frost was a 66.7. So Andy O'Hara 2 seconds clear of Matt Frost in the pit stop times. And we can see there's a whole glut of cars in there as well. Clapano a 65.2, so a little bit slower than Andy O'Hara as well. What about Bruno Gallo? No, that's not Bruno Gallo. That's Bruno Gallo. What was his time? A 68.3. So slowest out of the top four guys there. 65.7 to Mitch Hobbs. So Mitch Hobbs now will be hoping that he can undercut James Pierre Reid. I don't think there'll be a real change for the lead. So perhaps there's a Ferrari there just taking evasive actions. But James Pierre Reid, surely he'll pit on this lap here. James Mack was a 50.6. Oh, that was just to repair something, so that wasn't an actual stop. Here we go. Will Pierre Reid pit on this lap? Looking likely. Yeah, he is. Let's follow this along. So, Mitch Hobbs He had a time of a 65.7. So half factor work on there. But here he is. Here's Hobbs. Oh, what happened to Daniel Hemi Bateman? He went in. That's okay. He's got Latenzio ahead of him, who's continued on. Oh, missed that penalty. Peter Wall, you're in the pits. Let's get to Hobbs. So where's Pierre Reid? There he is. He's stationary. Back to Mitch Hobbs. These two were fought it out on the track this whole entire race. This is going to be pretty close, I reckon. There's Pierre Reid, still in there. We'll see when he gets moving again. Oh, I don't think he is. No, that's not the one. There he is. He's moving now. Pierre Reid. Oh, Hobbs is going to get him here. Hobbs is definitely going to get him. Oh, surely. There's Pierre Reid coming out, and he's done it. Nice work from Hobbs. So the undercut has worked. Nice work from Mitch Hobbs. He's able to take that spot away from Pierre Reid. So those two, once again, they can't be separated tonight. They'll head back out there to do battle once again. So leaves only one man to complete their stop, and that's Sean Madison, along with James Mack and Stephen Haycock. Oh, Mark Hurley, what happened to you? He's just slowing down for someone. That's alright. So this man here, Sean Madison, our race leader, he's in the pits. Andy O'Hara, he's making his way past now, so he'll retake the lead. Alex Copano is right behind him. That's how the pit stops all shook out for this week. O'Hara 64.5. Good to see him out there having a little bit better luck than he has recently. He's had some disconnection issues 2 out of the last 3 races as Sean Madison gets going again. So Andy O'Hara will lead this one. He's currently P1, Alexis Copano. In P2, Sean Madison. P3, Matt Frost in 4th. Look at that, he's worked his way all the way up into P4. Nice work there from Matt Frost in the Mercedes this evening. Bruno Gallo in 5th, Hobbs in 6th, Pierre Reid in 7th, Cesana Kraithios, Daniel Hemi Bateman. That rounds out our top 10 after all the stops are completed. James Mack needs to complete one more stop. Peter Wall's in there at the moment. But that's how this one stands with 53 minutes and change left in this one. Just a bit of dirt build up there on the front right hand panel of BMW. Thought it might have been a bit of damage, but to be, thankfully. And he has a lapped car just up ahead of him. Let's see who that is, number 76. That is Stephen Haycock. He is one of the silver drivers. He's currently P6 in the championship. He's battling it out with Jonathan Masafto as well. They're tied on 198 points each. Here we go. Some blue flags waving. He will need to give way. He does, and he just pulls in ahead of there, and away he goes. So on his merry way. So the gap is 5.4 seconds between Copano and O'Hara. It was hovering around about 4. So he's managed to make up a little bit of time in those pit stops and extend his lead. Sean Madison there, he's 12 seconds behind Copano in P3. And Latenzio, he's got yellow flags next to his name, not for the first time tonight. Let's see what happened. That Mercedes is all fixed up. It's a lot nicer than what it did last time. And bang into the wall again. That's out of Ascari. Oh, he's not having a good time of it tonight. Last week it was the Michael Schumacher S's. This week it's the Ascari chicane. And looks like he's bound for the pits. Yes, he is. So he's going to come in. This is, it's definitely in his best interest to finish this one tonight. he has a championship on the line right now in the silver class. So, yeah, he will need to continue to circulate. In the meantime, we'll have a look at Pierre Reid again. He's 1.5 seconds behind Hobbs. Those two have been tied together all evening. With Hobbs. Here's Safter. Where are you? Yeah, he's got Neil Fakeney in front of him in the Aston. Seen the fellow Mercedes driver, Matt Frost, find the conditions very much to his liking this evening. Let's see if it's going to be the same for Masafto as they go through Curva Grande. Having a look at lap time, so half a second quicker last time around Masafto. So he certainly has the pace here to get past Fakeney. Two. The old circuit there. So yeah, 1922 this track was around. One of the first three fixed purpose-built tracks. The other two belonging to Indianapolis. Is in the American DLC pack, and Brooklands as well. So a lot of history around here. The big names have won around this circuit. As Fakeney gets it a little bit loose coming out of the Parabolica. Is they going to open it up for Masafto? I think it might. A little bit of just a little mini switch back there. Pulls out of the draft. We go side by side around the outside here. I think he's going to be able to get past clean before he even gets into the chicane there. Nice work from Masafto. He definitely had the pace there, and he was able to just pounce on that slight little mistake from Fakeney, but that's all it took for Masafto to move himself up into P13. So nice job from him. I'll continue on their merry way. We've got 49 minutes before the end of the season. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. Pretty much whatever could go wrong tonight, it did go wrong. It's kind of been a little bit like that all season. But hopefully we've ironed out all the kinks, and next season will be our biggest and best. Thanks for sticking with us. I can't actually see any comments right now, but anyway. It's a Lamborghini. Just who's that? That belongs to Kraithios. Yeah, I think that is Anthony Cesana. And this is for position right now. Oh, he's just lost it. Oh no! Turned it around, and in doing so, it made a little bit of contact. Let's have a quick look at that again. Oh yeah, just lost it, and then punt, yeah, if you like. Had nowhere to go. Hopefully that hasn't caused too much damage there to Kraithios. He's doing a great job up there in P8. He's P5 in the championship right now. In the AM championship, my mistake, AM. what about the overall championship? Let's have a look at that. So Andy O'Hara, he's currently P4, 492 points off the lead. That belongs to Sean Madison. So he has been, he's been plagued with some really bad luck recently, just a couple of disconnects. So really unfortunate for him because he was in race leading positions. I think both times as well. So fingers crossed we don't get a repeat of that. You'd have to be severely unlucky for it to happen 3 times. He's making his way there through Ascari chicane, riding those bumps. So I did mention earlier, that is one of the tricks of this track, not only to have the brute force horsepower, but to be able to really attack those chicanes, especially having the car set up to nicely ride them. And let's go for a lap on board with the man who's leading the race by 8 seconds, Andy O'Hara. There's a lap of Monza with our race leader, Andy O'Hara. Blue flags waving in front of him right now. So he's doing it pretty easy right now. 7.7 seconds is the lead between him and Alexis Papano. Just going for a little scan down the field. Pierre Reid and Mitch Hobbs, that battle seem to have just settled down a little bit. The gap has been 2 seconds for a bit now. So that's just holding steady as we approach 43 minutes remaining. So well over halfway now. Track conditions, 33, air temperature, track is 40. Still at optimum, 10 to 3 local time. A little bit of cloud sort of come and gone. That track temperature is mainly stayed the same around that 40-41 degree temperature as we're looking at Fakeney. Be able to get a little run here on Masafto as our race leader Andy O'Hara just cruising through. So maybe with the race leader coming through, Masafto obviously had to back off for blue flags. Yet. Back to Safto. Come through Parabolica. fine job through there to keep the Aston Martin behind him. So they're down in 12th and 13th position. What's happened to Cropano there? It's been going through the Redophilia chicane. So no dramas there. We might jump back to this little scrap here. It's heating up. See comparative lap times. So Masafto did a 52.5. Fakely did a 51 flat. So definitely a pretty decent difference in speed there on the last lap around. Hear that V8, the Aston Martin humming. Just hear this little change in direction that can catch you out sometimes, get a little bit greedy. No such issues for this time around. Eyes forward. Clearly aimed at the back of that Mercedes, that big rear wing. Between them. Fakely just slightly quicker by 10 on that last lap. So looks like Sato has managed to just get his groove back a little bit there. Able to just hold that lead right now. Pierre Reid, he's taken half a second out of the difference between him and Hobbs. These two are the quickest cars we have on the circuit right now. Update. There's only 3 people watching right now, so it's alright. Hello to those 3 people as well. Thanks for sticking it out. Hope you're enjoying it. Not gonna lie. Been a bit, hasn't been exactly smooth tonight, but you know, just get it sometimes. So Masafto still able to keep clear of Fakely. 1:54.3 to both of those, so almost identical lap times from the two of them that time around. Work out. When to attack. Alright, so here we go. Cryatheos is the best of the AM drivers. He's up in 8th. Nice work, Phil Cryatheos. Where are we? Let's see what position goes. Up 4 spots. So the qualified P12. He's up there in 8th. Nice job, Phil. Having a good race. Oh, there you go. I've just been told there's 5 people in fact counting. How good is that, eh? Alright. So yeah, Cryatheos, he's an AM driver. He's up in 8th. He's 5th in the championship on 167 points. He's 120 points clear behind James Mack, who's down there in P17. So he doesn't really have a chance of winning this championship. But Mark Hurley, he's currently P15, so he's 2nd in the AM. He's 45 points off James Mack right now. So it might not. Well, yeah, that would. It's pretty close between those two. Where was that Lamborghini in the way? Not in the way there. Is that? That's Corpano. Oh, Corpano's coming through. Sorry, it's the faster. I thought it might have been the slow. But anyway, yeah. So Mark Hurley, he's P2, and Herbertron, he is 4th in the class. He's P19 right now. So James Mack doing his best to take home the AM Championship this evening. Now let's have a look at Silver. Nando Latenzio, he is 14 points clear of Daniel Hemi Bateman. Now Daniel Hemi Bateman, he's currently P2 in the Silver class on track, and he's P2 in the championship. Nando Latenzio has had a disastrous race for him. He's 20th on track right now. So we could see a change of lead for the championship tonight between Daniel Hemi Bateman and Nando Latenzio. Peter Wall, as I mentioned, he was 15 points behind. He is currently P18, and he is sitting about 7th in Silver class right now on track. So we could see a change of lead in the championship. Nando's done a really good job as well, both with his liveries and his driving. So he's still circulating, so it's not over for him yet. Still a chance for this one. Now, having a look at the overall championship standings, I will need to just move it up a little bit. Let's have a look at these two, because Hobbs and Reed have closed that gap now down to 1.3 seconds. Now, O'Hara, he's on 492 points in P4. Corpano is not in the championship picture. Mitch Hobbs, he is. He's 6th. Oh, Herbertron. What happened, Herb? In that Ferrari. He would have been licking his lips for Monza tonight in the Ferrari, but just hasn't really gone to plan for him. And there you go, riding over those big sausage curbs. Does the right thing, gets out of the way of the race leader coming through. So nice work there from Herbertron. But yeah, with Philip Bakita not racing tonight and Sean Madison currently sitting P3, he's looking very, very likely to take home the overall championship lead. A lot can happen between then and now. And as we see, I saw someone in the chat, Rowdis, I assume that's Rowdy Clayton, said Matt Frost would need a pit again. So that one there is Rowdis, Rowdy. Where have you been as well? I haven't seen you for a little while, but yeah, good shout from him. So Matt Frost, he will pit. Croatius will go through. So we'll see where he falls to. But he's making his pit stop right now. Yeah, these two continue to scrap it out. James Pierre-Reid and Mitch Hobbs. Let's have a look at lap times there. So yeah, nothing separating them. Almost identical. So it's going to come down to seeing if Pierre-Reid can force a mistake out of Hobbs, but that's going to be hard to do. He's P3 in the championship right now. Likely to take P2 overall after tonight's All Well and Done, which we are exactly 33 minutes away from doing. We will conclude Season 2 of PC at Race on Oz. Might skip over now though to Neil Fakeney, who is a lot closer than what we saw earlier. He's got Masafto just ahead of him. Lap time the last time around, Dominiak was a little bit slower. About a 10th and a half. Manages to open up a nice little gap there between him and the Aston Martin driver of Neil Fakeney. He's over the back of Mark Hurley in the Bentley. I think the sole Bentley in the field as well. fast enough to get past in the crunch time racing Aston. Very brightly turned out. Easy to spot, that's for sure. 40-degree track temperature still at optimum. About almost 3:15 local time. They got Herbtron just up a little bit ahead of them. They'll get the blue flags waved. There they are. Ooh, Pierre Reid. A second the difference now between him and Hobbs. That's what it looks like. So lap times. Yeah, Reid was actually a little bit slower. Quite tense. Interesting. Gap did close up. It's at 1.3 now. We've got a couple of little scraps going on. Masafto and Fakeney, Hobbs and Pierre Reid. Bruno Gallo's kind of had a carbon copy of last race. He's up there in 4th, but he had a couple of little scraps earlier on, but then has driven quite a lonely race. There in P4 for the McLaren driver, the trusted driver panel members as well. He currently sits 7th in the championship. He's 30 points behind Matt Frost. So, quite a fair way behind Paul Russell, who I believe isn't racing this evening or for the foreseeable future. He says that I think he's got an issue with his pedals, or he needs a new pedal setup, not too sure, so hopefully he gets everything sorted as well. But here it is, these two have been going at it all night long. James Pierre Reid and Mitch Hobbs, that's the gap between these two. Of that Audi. Less than half an hour to go now. Final quarter of this race. Oh, he runs a little bit wide there, Pierre Reid again, but can't do that through there. It's not. Make sure you look around at the back there though. There's the gap between the two as they go through Parabolica. That big yellow sausage curb on the left there is a deterrent for drivers. Can you pick up a little toe from the Audi? Not quite. Makes up a little bit of ground though. Hobbs, we saw him have a bit of a masterclass in defence against Andy O'Hara. I think it was in Spa, I believe. So if there's going to be a person that you don't necessarily want to find in front of you, it would be this man that we're on board with right now, Hobbs. That Audi, certainly not the widest car in the field, but his positioning of it makes it extremely hard to get past. So James Pierre Reid's going to have it all to do in the last half an hour or so with this one. Yeah, 5th and 6th right now. So they go through Lesmo 2. Actually named after a town nearby as well. As I have actually found out, a lot of circuits are like that. They'll name corners after certain towns. I think Mazzano did that as a tourist attracting thing, where they would name the corners after the towns that are nearby to try and encourage tourism. I'm not too sure if they did that for this particular circuit though. But yeah, there you go. There's Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2. That's how we get the name. Very appropriately named. Much of imagination to it. There's no 1, there's no 2. But anyway, here we go. Pierre Reid can't quite get close enough at this stage. Well, I start to see that it's under half an hour. It's a bit of a psychological thing as well, you know. You're sort of, alright, well, I've only got half an hour left. Start to grip that wheel a little bit harder. Might look for gaps that may not necessarily be there, but both putting on a great show for us tonight. Hobbs was just slightly faster again. He's had that little advantage over Pierre Reid for a bit. Nothing in it between these two right now. So scan down the field. Mitch Hayes and Mark Hurley 15th and 16th. There's something brewing between those two. I'll stick with these guys though for the time being. See if anything happens. Nothing there. Oh, Pierre Reid. Not shy at all. Through there. The Lambo seeming to handle the bumps with no issue at this stage. See the fire just belching out of the rear of both cars at that time. Here we go. Pierre Reid's got a run on him here. They're going to go side by side. They make a little bit of contact. That's just a bit of Robbins racing. Pierre Reid is going to draw clear here. He is. Nice work. Oh, he's able to pull it up in time. Hobbs has to go around the outside. And that is testament to the class of these two drivers, that there wasn't any more contact than that. Let's have a look at how that finished off there. Pierre Reid ran a little bit deep, was able to pull it up. Just a smidgen of contact there between the two. But nothing too bad there, and great driving from both of those guys. That's real top shelf stuff right there. So once again, 5th and 6th. The position swaps again. I've lost count. Yeah, great stuff from these two. Now it's Hobbs' turn. He has to sit tight here. Maybe not for too much longer though. Now it's Pierre Reid's turn to come under attack. Part of the Ascara chicane. Quite a lot of vigor. Oh, here's Hobbs having a little bit of a look. Right there out of Parabolica. Can take that line though. Get a little bit of a toe here. Not really. So he's just going to have to sit tight for the time being. Pick his mark. Wait for his. And then pounce when the time is right. I'll tell you who the time is right for right now. It's Andy O'Hara. Been another clinical drive from him. 7.5 seconds is the gap. Oh, Nando Latanzio. What happened, Lando? Oh, he's just letting Bruno Gully through. So, don't want to see him with any more damage, but it looks like he's repaired that car as well. Look at that lovely, well-presented Italian-themed Mercedes. It's got a new livery every week. Nando. Look good, feel good, race good, maybe. Maybe that's the ethos. Right now, that gap was good for James Pierre Reid. So it is 1.2 seconds, the difference between these two. going to go on board with him on the next lap around through Ascari, just to see how he's going through there. He hits that last part of the curve extremely hard. Parabolica, one more time. Iconic corner in motorsport. Probably the signature corner of the circuit. Named due to its shape. Apparently being a parabolic shape. What about Hobbs? What about the time on that last one? So a 50.7 to Hobbs, a 50 flat to James Pierre Reid. So he was able to get a decent lap the last time around. Other cars that are close, Mark Hurley and Mitch Hayes down in 15th and 16th. But other than that, it's all quiet. We're into the final 20 minutes of this one. These guys have been going for quite a while. Take into consideration the practice, they're going to tick over 2 hours very, very shortly. Had some server issues. ACC servers were down tonight. Then our broadcast had some dramas with it. And we've kind of just duct taped it all together and Hail Married it to try and get us to this point and finish this season. I was going to go on board, wasn't I? Here we go. Ah, look at that. Obviously feels comfortable enough to do that. Just see what the lap is like on this one around as well. A 51 flat to Hobbs, a 50.1 to Pierre Reid, so continues to increase the pace on the Audi driver. Yesterday been a fine display driving tonight from this man. Provided plenty of excitement throughout the season. Let's have a quick skip ahead around here. This is Mitch Hayes that we're with now. He's got Stephen Haycock ahead of him. Mark Hurley just behind him too. So what's the time for him like with Haycock and Hayes? Haycock at 151.5, 152 flat to Mitch Hayes, so he's got a bit of work to do. Mitch. Back with Stephen Haycock's car. Eastern Standard Time. After a long day at work. Especially if you're doing a physical job. Here's Daniel Hammy Bateman. Oh no, what happened? Is that at a, I think that's at the Roger or a Ascari. Looks more like a Ascari. He hasn't hit the wall. He keeps it off. So just, yeah, that's an Ascari. So just manages to keep it off the wall. He's in 9th right now. Yeah, he's currently P2 in the championship. Yeah, that a DNF right there would have been an absolute nightmare for him, because he's looking likely to take the championship victory with Nando Latenzio sitting P20. championship lead by 14 points as it stands, but it might not be the same in 16 minutes and change. Here's Matt Frost, made the early charge, as was rightfully pointed out in the chat that he had to pit again, and that he has done. Finds himself in P10 behind that man we just had on screen earlier, Daniel Hemi Bateman. Matt Frost had a good season. He's up there in P6 in the championship, just behind Paul Russell, as mentioned, not racing this evening. So we'll alternate between this one and Mitch Hayes. Oh, I see a puff of dust. That's okay. Last time around, so Haycock 51.9, Hayes 52 flat. So inching closer, that's the pace that he'd be liking, just a little bit quicker. Oh, that was Haycock getting a little bit loose. That was out of the De La Roja. This could open it up for Hayes. There's Mark Hurley in the Bentley just lurking in the background too, so he might profit from these two squabbling to do a little bit more work there to catch on. But Haycock under a bit of pressure now. They come into the Ascari chicane. Mitch Hayes will be wanting to seize this opportunity with less than a quarter of an hour remaining in this one, in the season in fact. Thunder down the straight towards Parabolica. Let's see how we go. Going to be an Audi versus a McLaren. You'd think the McLaren would have a bit of an advantage here. Not advantage enough in this case. Mark Hurley in that Bentley, generally pretty good under brakes, the Bentley. Oh, look at that! The McLaren made up a heap of ground on the Audi in his. So Hayes is crawling all over the back now of Haycock, and Mark Hurley will just be licking his lips here in the background thinking, yep, you two squabble, I might get a 2-for-1 deal here. But Haycock with it all to do to keep the hard charging Hayes in the McLaren behind him and keep Hurley at bay as well. We're less than 15 minutes remaining now in this season, in this race. Andy O'Hara leading from Alexis Clopano, Sean Madison, Bruno Gallo, James Pierre-Reid, that's your top 5. Then it's Hobbs, Coethios, Susanna, Daniel Hemi Bateman, Matt Frost. We're looking at 14th and 15th right now. Mitch Hayes, he's trying to elevate that McLaren into P14. Oh, here's Mark Hurley. He's having a little bit of a look through Ascari as well. So, just as I was talking about, Hayes is having to push hard. Now he's going to have Hurley all over the back of him, and there he goes. Hurley's gone through. He's been able to take advantage of this situation. Going to do it under brakes there through Parabolica, so he'll move that orange Bentley up into 15th. Mitch Hayes is going to have to reassess his strategy here. Now, just keep that momentum moving forward. See if he can take Haycock and keep Hayes at bay. Picks up a lot of ground there. Under braking, but not quite enough. So Mark Hurley, good job to him. Otherwise known as Metal Steel. Taking quite a few of his races. Good to see him putting a really good showing here in the PC League. His work cut out for him though for the last 11.5 minutes of this one. That McLaren just having a little look again. This is good relief for Haycock though, so he was feeling the pressure a little bit. But he's been able to just gap these guys ever so slightly. Still a lot of work to do though. But Hurley now to settle back into that rhythm. And that is Herbertron in the Ferrari, just up ahead of them. Just getting out of the way, nice driving. Blue flags waving, that's the faster guys through and he'll get back on with it. Nice driving there from Herbertron. Look at that Bentley, that's extremely clean. Extremely clean. Thanks to some of the other cars that we've seen tonight. This is the closest on-track action right now. We are approaching the final 10.5 minutes of season 2. Here we go, can the McLaren get a run? Takes a little bit of a wider line through there. Here we go. On board with Mitch Hayes. He's going to send it up the inside. Can he pull it up in time? Looks like he can. Hurley will have the inside line. To no avail though. Mitch Hayes gets it done again. Nice work from him. So 14th and 15th still yet to be decided in this one. On Anthony Cesana. He's leading the race leader through. Nice driving from him. And then Matt Frost. He is now crawling all over the back of this man here, Daniel Hammy Bateman. So Hammy Bateman at 50.7, 50.6 to Frost. 10th in it between these two, and it still remains at a 10. A 50.8 to Bateman, a 50.7 to Frost. 666. We have a 555. We've got a 777. We've got a 222. Reference there. But, oh well, maybe next season we'll have a 555. But Frost continues to battle away. Let's have a look at the position deltas. So he's dropped back a couple, but Hurley up 6. Haycock up 4. Kraithios up 5. So a good race. Kraithios. Maniac. Much been letting. Oh no, Hemi Bateman! Oh no! Hemi Bateman, we stepped away for just a second. That was out of the Lesmo 2. There it is. And oh no! Round she goes. Oh dear, Daniel Hemi Bateman. So, this means, where's he come out? Where's Nando Latanzio? Where are you, Nando? You're down in P20. So even with that little mistake there, he still is set to take the championship for silver class. Daniel Hammy Bateman. He's got Sean Madison just up ahead of him in the Honda. So it could have been a disaster. As this one coming to a close, Mark Hurley. Looks like Mitch Hayes has gotten past him again, so he's been able to take that position back. Did miss that, my apologies. Less than 7 minutes left. It's Andy O'Hara leading from Alexis Clopano, Sean Madison in P3. That's the way it stayed pretty much the entire race. Bruno Gallo in 4th, James Pierre-Reid in 5th. He's battled it out with Mitch Hobbs in 6th. All the way, Phil Kraithios Anthony Cesana, Matt Frost, and Daniel Hemi Bateman. That is the top 10 right now with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. It's been a 2-hour enduro. I don't know about you, but it's been pretty long for me. It's just been long for everyone. But thanks for sticking it out with us. Promise it'll be better next season. Season 3 will be the best PC season we've had so far. Got lots of cool stuff going on in the broadcast. Joe has been working extremely hard as well behind the scenes with some of the admins to try and bring as professional level broadcast as we possibly can. But as with such things in life, it doesn't always work out the way that you want it to. But we will absolutely try our very best. There's some more action coming up. There's a Lamborghini season coming up. There's some interleague stuff. So there'll be plenty of action here on the Brews TV YouTube channel. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But in the meantime, we're going to finish off the last 5 minutes of this one. Down there in P20. Latanzio managed to get past him. So we can get a replay of it. Yeah, there you go. Out of Lesmo 2. There's Hobbs in the foreground. He is currently P6. Gap between him and Reed now 7.1 seconds. That's the biggest we've seen all night between those two. And looks like Mitch Hayes. Oh, have a look at these two side by side between him and Haycock. Up the front straight. It's going to be the latest for the late breakers. Into the Redifilio. Who dares breaks last? It's Hayes. Gets it done in the McLaren. Nice work from Mitch Hayes. P14. Good work from him. Mark Hurley just having a look in the background. We saw a shot there of Bruno Gallo in the McLaren. He's in there in P4 right now. So Mitch Hayes just making up a couple of spots late in this one. 4 minutes remaining to have it all settled. There's a yellow flag next to his name, and there's Bruno Gallo, as mentioned, our TDP member. Cesana, the gap between him and Cryotheos is about a second. That's what a second looks like, everyone. All 5 of you on the stream. Here we go. We're looking from the rear of Cryotheos. Cesana and the McLaren as they go through the Curva Grande. This is for 7th and 8th. And he's able to get through there as well. Nice work from Cesana. So, textbook overtake. And he moves himself up into P7. So, good result for Anthony Cesana. He is P4 in the Silver Class Championship. Mark Hurley. What happened, Mark Hurley? Oh, he's just getting out of the way of Pierre Reed there. So just doing his best to keep the faster guys coming through. Nice work. Cryotheos and Cesana as Andy O'Hara pumping in some late fast times. 49.1 was his last lap. 49 flat is his best. That's Alexis Clapano. That's our P2 driver right now. He's making his way through as Mark Hurley is going into the pits. Oh, and here's a late race pit stop as well from Cryotheos too. So he is 5th in the championship. Simeon Coco is behind him, but I don't think he's racing tonight. I haven't seen Coco's name, so no. Alright, well he'll no dramas with him there. Is there anyone else out there as we tick over the final 90 seconds in this one? Stream was so good last week. It was a good race last week as well. As we're watching Masafto. There's Dominiac. There he is. He's behind Daniel Heavy Bateman, who's looking likely to take home the Silver Class Championship. A great result for him. I'm sure he'll be extremely happy with that. We're in the final minute. Where's Andy O'Hara? He's probably going to have to do one more lap of the 5.79 kilometre 11 turn Monza circuit. You know what? We might just ride on board with him. Let's have a look at his overall stats,
Right,
if you
man,
like,
neither is on the final lap. Give
for
me all
the
you can.
season. I did write them down somewhere. Here we go. So Andy O'Hara, he's going to bookend the season because he took victory in round 1. It was a little while between drinks for him because he took victory in round 6 with that dominating win. And then he is looking extremely likely right now to take out round 10. So that'll be 3 victories for the season, which is a phenomenal effort. He's had some, extremely bad luck the last few rounds with disconnection issues, but certainly no such thing tonight for him as he comes through the Dalla Roja one more time. Now through Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2. I don't think it's going to be enough to win the championship. I do believe that's going to belong to Sean Madison, who's currently sitting in P3, but it's all about the race right now. And Andy O'Hara, I have to say, it's been extremely enjoyable to call his races, as it has been everyone else. But yeah, done a fantastic job as he makes his way through Ascari one last time. That BMW just riding those bumps so easily through there, barely moved. We're going 000. That means the season is pretty much over. It's just the last lap that we're doing now. Here's Andy O'Hara through Parabolica. Congratulations, Andy O'Hara. He took pole position. He's taken the fastest lap. He's got the windscreen wipers. He's got the lights flashing. Congratulations, Andy O'Hara. Victory in round 10 to finalise season 2. Congratulations. Looks pretty excited about this one. Alexis Clapano, a newcomer, takes out P2. Congratulations to Alexis. And this looks like our champion-elect, Sean Madison. He was on 615 championship points tonight. Philippa Paquita was behind him, so was Mitch Hobbs. They're both behind him now. Paquita didn't race tonight. Mitch Hobbs did, but Sean Madison takes P3. And I do believe the championship for season 2. Congratulations to him. Phenomenal effort on the season overall. This man here, Bruno Gallo, love his livery. Very, very solid drive from Bruno Gallo. So he will come home in P4 as well. Seeing some yellow flags. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Just down through towards Parabolica for the final time. But congratulations to Bruno Gallo. He was 7th tonight in the championship. He was 30 points behind Matt Frost and about 70 odd points behind Paul Russell. So we'll see where he shapes out. But congratulations, Bruno Gallo. And look at this man. He won the battle with Mitch Hobbs tonight. Congratulations to James Pierre-Reid. A top 5 finish for his final race of the season. Congratulations. And this man here, P3 in the championship. I believe he'll come home P2 in the championship. Mitch Hobbs. Fantastic effort for him. Congratulations. This will be Anthony Cesana as well. So we're watching all the final cars make their way through. I think they've all got the checkered flag. So we'll go through them all. Anthony Cesana 7th. Daniel Hammy Bateman in 8th. And I do believe that is the silver championship for him. Congratulations. Carlos Dominiac. Jonathan Masafto. Now, Mark Hurley was 45 points behind James Mack for the AM championship. he did have that late pit stop. Where did you come out, Mark Hurley? I'm just having a look down there. Hang on a second. Oh, where is he? He didn't drop off, did he? 22. Mark Hurley. I'm not too sure. I can't see him on there. I did see him pit late. And James Mack finished P16. So, oh, there you go. He's right behind him. So James Mack will take out the AM Championship. Looks like Daniel Hemi Bateman, the silver, and Sean Madison as the pro division. Congratulations. That is season 2 done. You can see there, congratulations on the season 2 championship, Sean Madison. So congratulations to him. Fantastic effort. And that does conclude round 10 and season 2. It was, yeah, it's been interesting, hasn't it? From a broadcasting perspective, it certainly has. But big shout out to Joe. Does an extremely large amount of work in the background. So can't thank him enough for all of the work that he does. For all the other admins as well, who look after this. There's Crunch, there's James Pierre Reed, he does stuff in the background. There's other people that I don't even know about, but good job to those people for all the great stuff that they do. The league is doing awesome at the moment. Almost 300 subscribers to the YouTube channel as well. We're trying to make the broadcast as good as possible. We're doing our absolute best, and hopefully next season and moving forward we can bring you some really good stuff. So I hope you've all enjoyed that. Thanks for everyone for watching, for all the support. We'll be back next season. Plenty of action left on the channel. But in the meantime, stay safe, everyone. Take it easy.